Rik Mayall, the people's poet. Rik Mayall, born Richard Michael Mayall on March 7, 1958, in Harlow, Essex, England, was a trailblazing British comedian, actor and writer whose irreverent humour and boundary-pushing style made him one of the most influential figures in British comedy. Best known for his roles in The Young Ones, Blackadder and Bottom, Mayall's career spanned over 3 decades, during which he redefined comedic norms and established himself as a beloved icon in British popular culture. Rik Mayall grew up in a family that valued creativity and the arts. His parents, Gillian and John Mayall, were drama teachers, which exposed Rik to acting from a young age. In 1975, he enrolled at the University of Manchester, where he studied drama and met fellow comedian Adrian Edmondson. The two bonded over their mutual love for anarchic humour, punk culture, and a rebellious attitude toward traditional comedy. Their friendship and comedic collaboration would become one of the most defining partnerships in British comedy. Mayall's career took off in the early 1980s with the show The Young Ones, a subversive sitcom that followed four eccentric and wildly exaggerated student roommates. Co-created by Mayall and co-starring Edmondson, The Young Ones was unlike anything British audiences had seen before. With its blend of surreal humour, slapstick violence, and social satire, the show became a massive success. Mayall's character, Rik, was a pompous, pseudo-intellectual sociology student with delusions of grandeur, a role that resonated deeply with the anarchic youth of the time. The show's influence was profound, not only on British television, but also on generations of comedians and fans. Following The Young Ones, Mayall continued to rise in popularity with his appearances in Blackadder, another classic British comedy series. His role as Lord Flashheart, a loud and lecherous character with a penchant for flamboyant entrances and memorable catchphrases, became instantly iconic. Though he appeared only briefly in 2 episodes, Mayall's Flashheart is one of the most celebrated characters in the series, and his scenes are often remembered as some of the funniest moments in British comedy. In the 1990s, Mayall and Edmondson created Bottom, a sitcom about two hopeless, violent, and often disgusting characters, Richie Richard and Eddie Hitler. The show was a natural progression from The Young Ones, pushing the envelope even further with its slapstick violence, dark humor, and subversive take on social and economic desperation. Bottom became a cult classic, with Mayall and Edmondson taking the show on the road in a series of successful live tours. Their chemistry was unmatched, blending absurd physical comedy with brilliant comedic timing. Bottom captured the bleak humour in British working-class life, with both Mayall and Edmondson pouring years of friendship and mutual understanding into their roles. In 1998, Mayall suffered a serious quad bike accident, leaving him in a coma for several days. The accident nearly ended his life and cast a shadow over his career, as many doubted he would fully recover. However, Mayall made a remarkable comeback, returning to work and often joking about his near-death experience in interviews and even incorporating it into his stand-up routines. He maintained his irreverent humor, famously saying he was officially dead for 5 days and took pleasure in making light of the event. In the years following his recovery, Mayall continued to work in television, film, and voice acting. Notable later roles included The New Statesman, where he played the politically unscrupulous MP Alan Bastard, and voice work in the cult animated series King Arthur's Disasters. He also starred in various films, such as Drop Dead Fred, where he played the anarchic imaginary friend of a troubled young woman, a role that showcased his signature blend of mayhem and charm. Despite stepping away from mainstream fame later in his career, Mayall's influence remained profound. He became a revered figure for young comedians, who admired his fearless approach and his dedication to pushing comedic boundaries. His work paved the way for the alternative comedy movement, inspiring countless comedians to explore subversive, bold humor. Rik Mayall passed away suddenly on June 9, 2014, at the age of 56, leaving a vast legacy that continued to inspire fans and comedians alike. Tributes poured in from across the entertainment world, with many recognizing him as a pioneer who reshaped British comedy and gave voice to a generation that valued nonconformity and creativity. His work is celebrated as a blueprint for alternative comedy and a testament to the power of challenging conventions. Rik Mayall's career was marked by an unyielding commitment to his unique comedic vision. Whether he was playing a pompous student, an outlandish aristocrat, or a down-and-out loser, he brought a raw energy and unpredictable brilliance to every role. His influence remains deeply embedded in the fabric of British comedy, a testament to his enduring genius and his unforgettable contributions to the world of laughter.
Thank you for listening to History Videos 101. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us for more fascinating content.